Right now at 10, honoring a life of service. Hundreds attend funeral services for Eau Claire Sheriff Ron Kramer.
And candidate for Governor Tim Michels blasts reports of alleged sexual harassment and racial discrimination at his construction company.
Plus, crossing another name off the list, Senate candidate Mandela Barnes removes 2 law enforcement officers from the list of those who endorsed him.
You're watching WKDT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Amy DuPont.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. We will get to those stories in a moment, but first, some breaking news tonight. Highway
53 northbound near OT in La Crosse County is down to 1 lane. Now, according to the DOT, first responders there are working at a crash scene.
A News 8 Now crew is headed to that scene, and we will share more information when it becomes available.
And some more breaking news this time in our weather department. We've got some thunderstorms warnings. Eric Dean is following that.
Hey, that's right. We just have a new severe thunderstorm warning coming in. Let's go ahead and take a look and see where this is and put the information on here. New severe thunderstorm warning in effect. This goes until probably 11 o'clock. Let me get the advisories up here. And as you can see, it's flickering here. Now, we've had a couple of these earlier. So here we go. New severe thunderstorm warning in effect. This is until 10:30 for Dunn County and Pierce County, as well as St. Croix County. Now, this one right here until 10:30 is for Chippewa, Dunn, Eau Claire, and Pepin County. We have another one. This is for Buffalo and Trempealeau County. This one right here goes into effect until 11 o'clock this evening. Now, this one doesn't have the considerable damage tag on it. This one does, because we're seeing in some places hail as big as 2 inches in diameter. So a very dangerous situation if you have to be out this evening, especially towards the Chippewa, Dunn, Eau Claire, and Pepin County. Again, Buffalo, Trempealeau County until 11 o'clock is when your severe thunderstorm warning expires. One thing to note, make sure you have that free News 8000 First Alert weather app on your mobile device to receive the latest information. We also have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the northern portion of the viewing area until 1 o'clock in the morning. We'll break everything down in the First Alert forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Guys, over to you.
All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Well, today we are remembering Eau Claire County Sheriff Ron Kramer, who passed away last week. He was 68 years old.
Kramer joined the Eau Claire County Sheriff's Office back in 1975 and served as sheriff for 26 years. Kramer is survived by Cheryl, his wife of 47 years.
Members of law enforcement from across Wisconsin attended Sheriff Kramer's funeral today.
News 8 Now's Rob Romano was there for their final salute.
It was a pleasure coming to work every day for him.
Dustin Walters is a lieutenant with the Eau Claire County Sheriff's Department. He worked under the late Ron Kramer's leadership for years.
He was just a great leader and a true inspiration, and he was just a great guy to have around the office. He was always able to answer our questions, and he was just always there for us.
La Crosse County Sheriff Jeff Wolf called Kramer a pillar and a mentor.
He was always the first one to reach out whenever one of us were having a tough time or a major incident. He was the first one to offer assistance. He was very well respected, and he was somebody that I think all of us try to emulate and copy, try to be like him and be a leader and as respected as he was in Eau Claire.
Many people also described Kramer as a man who not only lived with integrity, but also helped others reach their full potential. Wisconsin State Representative Jesse James said it was especially moving when Kramer said he was proud of him.
He would always say that to me every time we'd have conversations, and I'd talk to him about my dreams and aspirations and moving forward in my life. He would be one of the first people I'd always call.
Travis Holbrook is a lieutenant in security services with the Eau Claire County Sheriff's Office. I asked him about the importance of Kramer's legacy.
For the department to keep going in the way that he led it for the last 40-some years that he had worked there. He was a great leader. Again, he led the department with integrity, high morals, high moral standard, and a good moral compass. He advised, his staff that if you always lead with your heart and with good morals, you will never do no wrong.
In Eau Claire, Rob Romano, News 8 Now.
Sheriff Kramer passed away 1 day after his 68th birthday.
Now, Kramer and his wife adopted 5 dogs together, so in lieu of flowers, the Kramer family is asking for donations to Bob's House for Dogs. It's a dog shelter in Eau Claire County.
Well, La Crosse first responders know the need for mental health resources is high. 1 year ago, La Crosse Police and the county teamed up to create community co-responders, and now that program is set to expand.
The program puts a La Crosse officer and a county mental health specialist on patrol together. The teams answer crisis calls to meet people where they are. Officer Joel Miller says having a specialist immediately on scene with him can get people in crisis the help they need much faster.
Safe space for people to express how they're feeling can really help them find what they need to be successful.
Now, teams use a softer approach. Officers don't wear a full uniform and they travel in unmarked cars. The two responders lean on each other to dive into the cause of the crisis and then follow up to ensure those people are healthy after. Since it launched last year, those teams have handled roughly 250 calls.
Republican candidate for governor Tim Michels is blasting a report detailing 5 lawsuits in the last 2 decades alleging sexual harassment and racial discrimination at his construction company.
Now, those lawsuits have been settled, but now one of the former employees who settled is sharing his story. He told our Milwaukee affiliate while working for Michels Corporation, he faced racial discrimination.
The industry where they didn't want women and they didn't want no minorities, so I'll leave it with that.
Female and minority workers who work for the Brownsville construction company Michels Corporation were allegedly subjected to sexual assault, harassment, and racial discrimination, according to 5 federal court cases. The company, co-owned by Republican governor candidate Tim Michels, was sued by a black welder in 2014, alleging he was racially discriminated against throughout his employment and was denied career advancements. The man who filed the suit spoke to CBS 58 anonymously. He says while he wasn't pleased with how the lawsuit was settled, he doesn't hold any grudges against Michels, instead the individuals he worked with.
I don't think that should impact him because he just owned the company. I'm thinking it's the industry that you're in, you know what I'm saying? I was more or less the first black guy to well cross-country pipeline, and I just experienced a lot of difficulties with it.
Court documents also reveal 3 former employees separately sued Michels Corporation in 1998 and twice in 2012. Each claimed they repeatedly faced unwanted sexual comments and harassment. According to a February 2012 complaint, a male superior groped the crotch and inner thigh of a female employee with such force it caused her significant pain. It also alleged if she refused demands for sex, she would be blackballed from working on a pipeline job in Wyoming. In a separate incident, a female worker was given a sex toy and pornographic images for her birthday, according to court records. Michels Corporation tells CBS 58 they cannot talk about these specific cases, but added they have a rigorous training and seminars to create a safe working environment. In a statement, the company says they have always been committed to maintaining a working environment free of harassment, intimidation at all of its locations, and any violation is not tolerated. Michels, who's locked in a tight race with Democratic Governor Tony Evers, has been centering his campaign on his executive leadership at Michels Corporation.
We know at Michels Corporation, if you take care of people, good things will happen. And as governor, my #1 priority is to take care of the hardworking people of Wisconsin.
A campaign spokeswoman for Michels declined to comment on the wide-ranging allegations and deferred our questions to the company.
But the Michels campaign did release a statement. It says the report of these unproven allegations is a coordinated attack by Governor Tony Evers and his media allies, and that harassment in the workplace should not be condoned, and that it was not condoned under Michels Corporation leadership.
Democratic U.S. Senate candidate Mandela Barnes' campaign has removed the names of 2 law enforcement officers from the list of endorsements. One of them is La Crosse County Patrol Captain John Siegel. As News 8 Now first reported Monday, Siegel said he never endorsed Barnes. A Barnes spokeswoman told Wisconsin Public Radio Siegel's name was added, quote, due to a clerical error. The campaign also removed the name of a Racine County Sheriff's deputy who supports Barnes, but whose department says federal law prohibits publicly endorsing a candidate.
According to the White House, more than 685,000 Wisconsinites could be eligible for student loan relief. According to that analysis from the U.S. Department of Education, those Wisconsin borrowers are estimated to be eligible for $10,000, and more than 412,000 Wisconsinites who got Pell Grants are eligible for up to $20,000 in debt relief. Nationwide, the Biden administration estimates more than 40 million people can get some debt relief, and the remaining balance for nearly 20 million could disappear.
Medical assistant trainees at Gunderson Health Systems say their program is a huge help getting them into the medical field.
They pay you to go to school and pay you to work, so it's awesome.
Now, this is the 3rd class of trainees. They are hired as employees and get on-the-job training while they take online courses to get certified. Once they're certified, these 9 trainees will keep their job with Gunderson. Program leaders say this kind of program is a game changer for people who don't have the time or money to go through a traditional program.
This program allows people who need to work. They need a paycheck for budget and family. It allows them to come into the medical field, maybe change careers completely, or just fulfill their dream.
Now, the next group starts in November. If you'd like to join, we have more information on news8000.com.
Still to come, federal prosecutors are calling it the largest COVID benefit fraud case in the country.
Taxpayer money spent on sports cars and million-dollar homes instead of going to hungry children.
At a company, the culture comes from the top. Tim Michaels' company has been sued numerous times over sexual assault and harassment in the workplace. Women who worked for Michaels' company said they were groped, assaulted, and pressured to have sex with their bosses. Higher-ups at Michaels dismissed the women as liars and even fired those who spoke out. Is that what we need for Wisconsin? Tim Michaels, too radical, too divisive.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike, because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Federal prosecutors call it the largest COVID fraud case in the country. Today, they charged 47 people in Minneapolis after their alleged scheme involving a nonprofit called Feed Our Future.
As reporter Jonah Kaplan explains, hundreds of millions of dollars that were supposed to go to hungry kids went instead to expensive cars and houses.
In March 2020, early in the pandemic, a small group of people in Minnesota had an idea and saw an opportunity.
And that opportunity, according to federal prosecutors, was for the nonprofit organization Feeding Our Future and its founder Amy Bach to exploit the U.S. government's new rules for child nutrition programs when COVID shut down schools and sent everyone home.
As alleged in these indictments, over a short period of time, these 47 defendants engaged in a brazen scheme of staggering proportions.
Here's how it all allegedly went down. The U.S. Department of Agriculture sending money to each state to pay for those nutrition programs. The state then working with select nonprofit organizations called sponsors, which do the dirty work of connecting food service providers with those schools, daycares, and youth programs. Feeding Our Future, one of those sponsors. And in 2019, it dispersed about $3.5 million to daycares and after-school programs for those meals. But by 2021, the receipts skyrocketing to more than $200 million. How'd they get it? Those new rules loosening restrictions on who can make food and eliminating the on-site visits by regulators. Feeding Our Future, thus, allegedly recruiting all kinds of restaurants and catering companies, which then submitted fake receipts and fake invoices for up to 125 million fake meals.
Well, the site visit is a really important one, right? When we're talking about this alleged scheme and reporting children that just didn't exist.
All told, the defendants allegedly collecting up to $250 million, and they apparently enjoyed spending it. $30,000 at a jewelry store in Dubai, $114K on a Cadillac Escalade, and more than $1.1 million to buy this house in Plymouth.
Now, federal investigators say so far they have seized and recovered more than $50 million worth of evidence from the defendants.
Feeding Our Future shut down last January.
Still ahead, a warning about a new social media challenge involving cooking with cough medicine.
Plus, the Federal Reserve is making another historic move concerning interest rates. The details coming up.
And we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 11 o'clock for the northern portion of the News 8 Now viewing area. We'll talk about that coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Prices are going up on groceries, they're going up at the gas station. The only ones profiting are oil companies, big corporations, China, and Ron Johnson. Johnson makes money from investments in factories in China. No wonder Johnson's net worth has doubled since he's been in Washington. Even worse, Johnson's allowed oil and drug companies to jack up prices on us. He takes all that money from them. Ron Johnson profits, we pay the price. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
You're not always going to be here, but you always have this. Whether you're here, or anywhere really, the News 8000 app lets you stay updated on your time. Get it today so you can have here.
Derek Van Orden, former U.S. Navy SEAL. Over 20 years of active duty, defending America in hostile territory. 5 combat tours, hundreds of missions, sea, air, and land. Now, he's on the most important no-fail mission of his life.
Saving America for my grandchildren and yours.
Grandpa, we're just going to the park.
Yes, we are. You guys ready? Yeah. Derek Van Orden and I approve this mission and this message.
Professor Penny, I need to take a 4-cheese quesadilla back to my lab.
I got you, girl.
It is mathematically impossible to fit 4 cheeses inside. Better get 2 for research purposes.
The new 4-cheese quesadilla at Taco John's.
When the insurance company knows that Bygoff and Rohde is on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. They know that if they're not being fair with our client, they're going to find themselves in court, which is the last place they want to end up. So many attorneys will take in a case, but they won't go to court. That's the only way you can hold an insurance company accountable to make certain that you're getting the compensation that you deserve for the injuries you've suffered. And that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
Joe Biden on Medicare for All.
It's going to raise taxes on middle-class people.
Medicare for All would double your income taxes, ban employer-provided and union health plans, and bankrupt Medicare for seniors. Mandela Barnes still supports Bernie Sanders' socialist takeover of your health care.
Medicare for All is the easiest way to get us to universal health care.
Mandela Barnes, more liberal than Joe Biden, way too liberal for Wisconsin.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
CityCam 8 is brought to you by the Board Store. A new entry door is like a smile on the face of your home. As the only Pro Via Platinum dealer in the area, the Board Store can help you design the door that welcomes you home.
Before we get to consumer news, a quick update on some news we brought to you earlier in the newscast. The DOT is reporting the crash on Highway 53 northbound has been cleared. Those lanes are now open on Highway 53.
Well, financial experts say inflation is not going to come down rapidly, and that's why the Federal Reserve is set to raise interest rates once again.
The Fed's expected to raise rates by 3/4 of a point. That would bring rates to 3%, the highest levels since 2008. Now, higher rates make borrowing from banks more expensive and reduces people's spending power. Some financial experts say another hike from the Fed means it's willing to tolerate a recession in order to fix inflation.
Well, here's something you don't hear every day. The FDA has a new warning for people. Don't cook chicken with NyQuil. The new social media challenge is encouraging teens to cook food in over-the-counter cough medicine. The FDA says boiling medication can change its properties, making it more potent. Now, this isn't the only challenge like this. Teens have died during the Benadryl challenge, which involves taking so much medicine they hallucinate. So just don't be stupid.
Yeah, don't do anything like that.
Don't be stupid.
No, please. Now we have reports of numerous severe storms in our area. Let's go to Eric Dean with the latest tonight.
That's right, everybody. Hey, we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Let's go ahead and tap this and see where this is at. New severe thunderstorm warning is now in effect. This is until, let me get these advisories up here real quick and we'll see where this is. This is until 10:45. This is for Chippewa County and Rusk County. You can see the area flickering here. So this is one that just came through within the past minute or so. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the radar home and we'll give you the grand tour of what's going on here. We do have a lot of warnings on the map. We'll go ahead and zoom the map out. And you can see just to the south of this new one, these severe thunderstorm warnings that's in play right now. First of all, we've got a couple of them that expire at 10:30. It's for portions of Eau Claire County. Let me go ahead and move the map in a little bit more, and we'll go ahead and get this information on. I know portions of Eau Claire County is under one. I know portions of Pepin County is under one until 10:30. Then this one right here until 11 o'clock for Buffalo and Trempealeau County. We are seeing a little bit of upper level rotation being picked up with this system as well. Let's go ahead and move the map a little bit because I want to go ahead and show you what's going on. This is moving to the east at around 35 miles per hour. So let's go ahead and zoom out and put a storm track on this. And what we'll do is I'll put the, let's see, storm track. There you go. We'll put this on here, and this is moving to the east at around 35 miles per hour. So within the next several minutes, if you're in these areas that's listed right here, within the next hour, it will be near you. So again, we've got a lot to talk about as we go into the next several minutes. Now, here's a severe thunderstorm watch. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and put the information on in regards to the severe thunderstorm watch. This goes into effect until 1 a.m. For Chippewa County, Dunn County, Eau Claire County, Pepin County, as well as Buffalo, Clark, Jackson, and Trempealeau County. Make sure you have that free News 8000 First Alert weather app on your device to receive the latest information for your area should your area go under a severe thunderstorm warning within the next several hours. Now, in terms of Sky Tracker, let's go ahead and start the clock and take a look here at your evening and overnight hours. We'll see a little bit of cloud cover as we go into your Wednesday morning. We're only going into the 60s and 70s, folks. You see that northwesterly flow. That's what's going to keep us cool, not just for Wednesday, but for the next several days as well. We are getting a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Chippewa County. This goes into effect until 10:45. Again, new severe thunderstorm warning for Chippewa County. This goes into effect until 10:45. So here's Wednesday night going into Thursday. And again, you see that northwesterly flow staying in play. And if you think tomorrow's going to be cool, wait till we get into Thursday and Friday, because this is what's going to happen. Let's set the stage for this. You see this area shaded in blue. It's going to sag south into the Coulee region. And when it does, we're going to feel it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be in the upper 50s and low 60s on the high end. Made it to 89 today after a morning start of 65, 74 and 52 is where we should be for this time of year. The balance of the 8th day shows temperatures in the low 60s for the first day of fall. Friday we go to the 60 degrees. Some places will stay in the upper 50s. We go into the 60s and 70s for Saturday and Sunday, and then we stay in the 60s Monday, Tuesday, going into Wednesday. But again, a quick recap: severe thunderstorm watch is in effect for the northern portion of the News 8 Now viewing area until 1 o'clock in the morning. Make sure you have that free weather app on your device to receive the latest information.
All right, thanks very much, Eric.
You bet.
Coming up next in sports, the results of our poll to crown the newest play of the week.
Plus a big night of volleyball in the MVC. Holman looking to keep on rolling in conference play. Rob's got the highlights next.
News 8 Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or treatment for a complex condition, Mayo Clinic Health System has convenient and safe options for the care you and your family need.
Do you feel safe? Mandela Barnes would eliminate cash bail, setting accused criminals free into the community before trial. Even with shootings, robberies, carjackings, violent attacks on our police, more than 300 murders last year alone. Yet Barnes has even supported defunding the police. Mandela Barnes, he stands with them, not us. Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
You're never too young to learn to save money. At Riverbank, we make it easy with our student checking account. With access to online and mobile banking, no minimum balance, and no monthly fees, students can keep more money in their pockets. They can also receive up to a $200 bonus per calendar year with our Save the Change program, rewarding them for being financially smart. The more they save, the more they earn. Stop into one of our locations or visit us online to learn more. Riverbank, local banking made simple. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Look, we knew the other side would make up lies about me to scare you. Now they're claiming I want to defund the police and abolish ICE. That's a lie. I'll make sure our police have the resources and training they need to keep our community safe. And that our communities have the resources to stop crime before it happens. I'll bring back manufacturing. And I'll pass a middle-class tax cut. And if that's too scary for Washington, then so be it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Exciting things call for a drum roll, like this new offer on one of Wisconsin's favorite lotto games. It's Badger 5 Double Jackpot Days. If a jackpot is won, there's a 1 in 2 chance that it doubles. This offer is included with every Badger 5 purchase, only in September. This exciting offer from the Wisconsin Lottery is going fast.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Big night of high school volleyball in the MVC. Holman's been a powerhouse all season, but the Hilltoppers looking to put a stop to that at home. Let's go to Onalaska High. Vikings 14-4 on the year, 5-1 in conference play. Hilltoppers 14-6 overall, looking for a big win at home early on, keeping it close. Ellie Muscati to Haley Kapelke for the kill. Onalaska down 2 in the first, but the Vikings pour it on. Raina McCardle, the assist to Lydia Olson. The junior skies high. That can't be returned. Holman wins the first 25-18. Good start for the Hilltoppers in the second. Bailey Yang to Taylor Malling. Perfect spot. Onalaska up 3, but the Vikings storm back. Izzy Jar with authority. 6 kills on the night for the junior. Thrilling second set, but Holman hangs on to win it 25-21. And the Vikings keep on rolling. They get the 3-set sweep over Onalaska. Let's keep it in the MVC. Pink Out Night at Sparta High. Funds being raised for locals fighting cancer. Spartans hosting Logan. Nice block here. Gives the Spartans a 1-point edge, but then the Rangers take over. That's Ava Detweiler here. Nice hit down the line for the point. Then later on in the set, here's some more from Detweiler. Perfectly placed. Nobody's home from the Spartans. Beautiful shot there. Logan never looked back this time. Detweiler setting up Liberty Sprain, going up high for the kill. Rangers take the second set. They go on to sweep Sparta 3-0. Switching over to boys soccer now. Battle of the top 2 teams in the MVC. Onalaska trying to stay undefeated, taking on Holman. First half, Holman threatening. Elliot Waldron finds Gavin Davis making a run. He puts it through the net to give the Vikings an early 1-0 lead. Holman threatening again. Vincent Waringa with a nice shot on goal, but quick reaction from Jacob Havlik keeps this one close. Now to the second half, just a few minutes in. Waldron just runs past everyone. Just one man a beat, gets it past the keeper to put the Vikings up 2. Anna trying to make a comeback here. Griffin Schultz with the rocket from well beyond the box. That goes in, but that's all the Hilltoppers would get. These 2 teams are now tied atop the MVC. That also means Central will be just 1 point back. Both teams, if they can get a win over West Salem. First half, Cody Beitlick controlling things in the middle of the field. He sends out a perfect pass. Devin Wilkerson comes up with it, puts a perfect shot for the goal. Central goes up 1. Later in the half now, Wilkerson finding Arlo Wilker. Makes a nice touch, then puts one past the keeper for the score. Central would add on 1 more in the first half due to a West Salem own goal. Riverhawks go on to win it 4-0, and the MVC title race just got a lot closer. Well, we're just 3 days away from week 6 of the high school football season kicking off. One of the biggest games will take place in Onalaska. That's because the Hilltoppers have been absolutely dominant this season. Check out these numbers. Onalaska has been steamrolling the competition. They've outscored their opponents 158-31. 3 straight shutouts at one point in the year. Now the Hilltoppers find themselves atop the MVC with a 5-0 record, but this upcoming Friday will be their biggest test in Reedsburg. The Beavers also 5-0, so a big clash on Friday with potentially the conference on the line. But the Hilltoppers say the plan is to stick to what got them here, and if they execute on Friday, they feel confident they'll come out on top when it's all said and done.
Nothing really changes. Our kids are focused, our coaching staff is focused, and the record doesn't really matter to us. We're going to prepare the same, whether they're 5-0 or 0-5. The goal is to play our best game and to be peaking here as we hit that last third of the season.
I think we just go into it like it's any other week. I mean, like Coach said, like if you change how you practice compared to the opponent that you're playing that week, it kind of messes things up. You just got to play a game like, just like it's another game, I think if everybody does their job, it's going to be another successful week.
Hilltoppers and Beavers Friday night. The winner improves to 6-0. The votes are in. Our latest News 8 Now play of the week goes to Cole Keppel. The Aquinas Blue Golds improved to 5-0 on the season last week in Black River Falls, thanks in large part to this play. Keppel jumping the route, and he is gone. 81 yards to the house for the pick 6. Thanks to everyone out there for casting your vote. That'll do it for sports. We'll be right back.
Find the best and brightest ideas for lighting your home at Menards. Explore our lighting showroom and find your style with more than 1,000 options from Patriot Lighting. Take the guesswork out of finding matching lights and give your home a coordinated look with the Steel Collection. It has an industrial style and adds a distinct rustic look to your home. Pick up this 4-light chandelier for only $124.59 after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
You ever wonder why you're not getting as much for your trade-in as you're expecting? It's simple. You're getting robbed. Hundreds, sometimes thousands. At Sugarloaf, I see it every day. Want proof? Drive to Sugarloaf Ford and see. We do deals in 20 minutes. We don't do the complicated math. We don't talk down to you. You won't see us in suits or ties, and you surely won't see us in Gentleman's Quarterly. Drive 20 minutes. See for yourself. New Fords will cost less at Sugarloaf Ford on the sunny side of 61 Winona.
There's case after case. Women working for Tim Michaels' construction company saying they were groped, sexually assaulted, and pressured to have sex with their bosses. When they resisted, they say they were threatened, called a liar, and forced to resign. And when co-workers spoke up, they were fired. If this is how Tim Michaels runs his business, how do you think he'd run the state? Tim Michaels' radical agenda is so very, very wrong.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
Oh, it's cold in here. I bet Mom and Dad didn't get a maintenance check on the furnace this year. And it broke. I bet. That's it. I'm calling G&T.
We are G&T Heating and Air Conditioning, and we are experts at fixing your furnace. We have been in business for over 15 years and have the best service techs in the area, and friendly too.
Thanks, G&T, for your quick, fast, friendly service.
Please send Mom and Dad the bill. Call G&T.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
All right, here is some proof that dreams do come true.
Make-A-Wish granted a wish to Quinn Larson of Waconia, Minnesota, and he decided to donate his money to build an all-abilities playground.
With the combo of Quinn's wish money and the funds that the community helped raise, the playground is now up and running. So Quinn and his friends can play the day away. Of course, you get to be a Make-A-Wish kid. You think of something that you've thought of your entire life, but giving it back to the community and other kids like him.
Big kudos to Quinn and his family for doing such a great thing for their community.
For sure.
We'll be right back to wrap things up.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block? Call American Waterworks. Leaning or bowing basement walls? Call American Waterworks. Sticking windows or doors? Call American Waterworks. Settling or sinking foundation? That's right. Call American Waterworks. It's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call American Waterworks. Call American Waterworks today.
Violent crime up across Wisconsin. Families nervous about their safety. Yet Mandela Barnes called for releasing half of Wisconsin's jailed inmates. That would mean releasing over 10,000 criminals right into our neighborhoods. 10,000 reasons your family would be in more danger. Barnes also supported defunding the police. 10,000 more criminals with fewer police to protect us. What could go wrong? Wisconsin Truth Bank is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need tractors rated #1 in durability and owner experience so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for 48 months, plus save up to $1,100.
All right, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning effect for Trempealeau County. Buffalo's out of it now, just Trempealeau until 11 o'clock this evening. Make sure you have that free News 8000 First Alert weather app on your mobile device.
And there's also a watch until...
The watch until 1 a.m. as well.
All right, busy night. Thanks, Derek.
We appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.